This time, I would like to share my own personal perspective on a very important question. How should we interpret a game where Shohei Ohtani, whose absolute lifeline is his ability to play as a two-way star, appears exclusively as a pitcher? As I have mentioned numerous times on this broadcast, the new batting form that Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers has adopted, which we call the effortless swing technique, is starting to function beautifully. During his third plate appearance in the game against the Tampa Bay Rays on June 17, Japan time, Shohei Ohtani took a cut fastball from the Rays starting pitcher, Drew Rasmussen, and handled it completely without any unnecessary force, driving it straight over the center field batter's eye for a spectacular home run. It was an absolutely ideal hit, showing us the vintage, undeniable power that is so characteristic of Shohei Ohtani. When watching Shohei Ohtani recently, I get the strong impression that he is highly conscious of letting the ball travel deep into the zone before making his impact to drive it back. Because of this approach, his timing is sometimes slightly delayed, resulting in foul balls. However, with this effortless swing technique, he is intentionally focusing on letting the ball come to him as much as possible, carefully tracking the pitches, and ensuring that he makes solid, locked-in contact with the ball. This time, we saw this exact hitting method adapt and succeed perfectly. While there are ongoing concerns regarding the inflammation in his left knee, seeing him blast a home run like that gives all of us tremendous courage. However, when it comes to managing his physical condition, the one crucial thing that the Los Angeles Dodgers organization must never misunderstand is the fundamental fact that Shohei Ohtani is a player whose very position is defined by being a two-way star of pitching and batting. Furthermore, when we look at Shohei Ohtani's two-way playing style, it is a style that is firmly anchored with his identity as a hitter first, while also brilliantly performing his duties as a pitcher. If he is only going to participate as a pitcher on a given day, it would be far more desirable for the Dodgers to give him a complete day of rest, and then let him pitch on the mound only after he has fully recovered to a state where he can simultaneously handle both hitting and pitching. As I stated just a moment ago, the core axis of Shohei Ohtani's two-way playing style is built upon his role as a hitter. I sincerely want the Dodgers organization to fully comprehend this reality. For Shohei Ohtani to not appear as a hitter at all, and to participate solely as a pitcher on the mound, is a counterproductive act akin to removing the very horn from a unicorn. Shohei Ohtani is a two-way player whose primary foundation is centered on being a hitter. Therefore, while it is perfectly acceptable for him to appear exclusively as a hitter, it should absolutely never happen that he appears exclusively as a pitcher. On any day he steps onto the mound to pitch, he must also step into the batter's box to hit. I will say it as many times as it takes. He is a two-way player whose foundation is built upon being a hitter. We must absolutely never strip away his responsibilities as a batter. If the team intends to have him play exclusively as a pitcher for the purpose of mitigating injury risks or managing his physical condition, then they should simply designate that day as a full day of rest for him. They should wait until he completely reclaims a healthy body capable of playing his true two-way style, and only then allow him to pitch on the mound alongside his regular appearances in the starting lineup as a batter. He is not merely a hitter, nor is he merely a pitcher. He is a legendary two-way star who thrives and dominates in both aspects of the game. Nevertheless, on June 18, Japan time, the Dodgers have determined that Shohei Ohtani will play exclusively as a pitcher. It truly brings a sense of deep sadness. Why exactly did the Dodgers organization and manager Dave Roberts make the ultimate decision to utilize Shohei Ohtani solely as a pitcher for this specific game? I tried to put myself in the Dodgers' shoes to analyze their perspective. This season, Shohei Ohtani is actively aiming to win the prestigious Cy Young Award. Dave Roberts, along with the entire Dodgers front office, fully understands this ambition, and it is highly probable that they are prioritizing this goal, which has led to this decision to have him make an exclusive pitching appearance. As I mentioned earlier, the ideal scenario for Shohei Ohtani is to play in his true two-way fashion. Dave Roberts and the Dodgers front office are undoubtedly well aware of this fact. From the Dodgers' perspective, under normal circumstances, they would naturally want to utilize Shohei Ohtani as a two-way player. However, taking the serious risk of his left knee injury into careful consideration, they may have deliberately made the tough choice to pass on his two-way utilization for the game on June 18, Japan time. This decision is deeply connected to their respect for Shohei Ohtani's strong desire to capture the Cy Young Award. Ordinarily, the team would likely prefer to wait until his left knee is completely healed before letting him pitch and hit simultaneously. However, if they were to push back his pitching interval and skip a turn in the rotation here, the golden opportunity to secure the Cy Young Award might begin to slip away. That is precisely why the Dodgers, while carefully managing the risk of his knee injury, concluded that the best way to support him without negatively impacting his pitching statistics was to have him take the mound for this specific appearance exclusively as a pitcher. Even so, for the countless fans who have been completely captivated by Shohei Ohtani's legendary two-way play, this is an extremely difficult reality to readily accept. With all of these highly complex circumstances intertwining, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to interpret the situation properly. Yet, around the figure of Shohei Ohtani, a vast array of immense expectations and hopes are constantly crossing paths. The global conversation surrounding him will undoubtedly never cease. At the end of the day, I simply want Shohei Ohtani to stay entirely true to a playing style that brings him absolute personal satisfaction. When we look back at the incredible path he has walked throughout his career, his choices have never been wrong. As long as he continues to showcase the exact playing style that he envisions for himself on the field, that is all we can ever ask for. That is all for today. Thank you very much.